The territory of Palestine has long been fought over. Over the years, the land has been occupied by the ancient Greeks, the Jews, the Romans, the Crusaders, the Muslims, and the Ottomans. The land has gone through good times and bad, been occupied by powerful kingdoms and economically corrupt villages. The land has caused many tensions between cultures, but perhaps the most powerful tension would be between the Jews and the Muslims. After World War I, the Ottoman Empire was dissolved and handed to Britain and France. The territory of Palestine was taken by Britain and became the British Mandate. When World War II ended and the Holocaust was discovered, the UN decided to give a homeland for the Jews. The Jews in Europe were then encouraged to immigrate to the British Mandate, previously occupied by the Muslims. The Jews that did emigrate to the British Mandate were unhappy, and soon riots broke out, and soon a civil war was started. At its end, the Jewish people signed a Declaration of Independence and became the nation of Israel. The Muslims that had been driven out of the land by the British Mandate were angered by the creation of Israel, and so all of the neighboring Muslim countries declared war. The Islamic nations staged an attack on Jerusalem, the capital of Israel. Israel, angered by the attacks, moved to the offensive, moving over into Muslim territory. After several painful battles, the UN offered an armistice agreement. Israel agreed, and the Muslim nations, not wanting any more land to be taken, slowly agreed to the peace agreement. A major result of the war was a shift in population and a new map. The whole map of the Middle East was redrawn, therefore resizing, adding, and removing countries and territories. Muslim countries, angered by Israel's win, forcefully kicked out all Jews from their lands. Israel allowed for Muslims to stay, but many voluntarily fled. The result was millions of refugees and a huge shift in population. Another major result of the war was Western involvement in the Middle East. Europe, tied to the UN, was forced to negotiate peace terms in various wars involving Israel in the following years. Eventually, these wars led to other wars in places such as Iraq and Afghanistan. There are many worries today that are results of the war. Egypt and Libya's revolutions are worrying many professionals because the forceful removal of existing leaders is also forcefully removing the existing diplomacy. Therefore, chances are Egypt and other Muslim nations will wage war with Israel once again. The 1948 war was only a stepping stone in the millennia-long struggle for the territory of Palestine.